want to go ahead and ask Miss Lynette Artin, the creator of this platform, to come on, share her screen, and kind of help us understand how some of the back end dynamics work, or what have you. So, Miss Artin, how are you doing this afternoon, ma'am? Oh, you're muted there.
Oh, there we go. I'm doing really good. Just watching this
Awesome.
crazy token climb, climb, climb.
Absolutely.
Pretty amazing.
So yeah, so I'm going to share my screen. So here's what, and I've been, quite a few people have been asking me to create this for them. So I'm like, you know what? I need to just make it available to everybody. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get it up on the website or not, but we'll at least get the, the spreadsheet there for you. And I give directions here. Let me give you a full view of it here. So I tell you how to find the information that you'll need. And the only fields that you can change are the ones that are highlighted in green, just so that you'll be able to get the values that you want. So no, this isn't telling you guys what to do, but those of you who are here for the long term, like you see the vision of what this project is, there really are no heavy holders in this project. I'll show you. I give you the link on the spreadsheet. It's this one right here for the MoveQuest token holders. And these first four, they're contracts. Okay, so these aren't being held in anybody's wallets. And then the rest of them, I did do a analysis of everybody's who's holding what yesterday, just kind of give you guys an idea. As of yesterday, these were the tokens that were in contracts. This is the vault, the pool, the evolution, and the distribution, which is airdrop. There's 67 wallets that hold 155,000 MoveQuest, and a lot of those, the majority of these have actually been purchased from the exchange, or when we did the initial 200,000 MoveQuest liquidity raise. Now, those 67 wallets coming from me, okay, if I was to look at different tokens, different charts, different holders, what was going on, those would be considered market makers. Okay, they hold in compare, we have 254,000 or something like that MoveQuest in circulation. So they're holding almost half of those tokens. Are they going to do any damage if they, did this huge sell-off? No, they're not. But the point is, they didn't buy those to sell them off. I mean, that's not enough people. That's only 67 people that bought those. And so several, I'm assuming, of the people that have asked me to create this calculator are amongst this group because they don't want to sell too soon. They want to know, like what's fair to do. Then we roll down. Okay, so those 67, that's the highest wallet holder. I don't know who, honestly, guys, I don't know who any of these are. None of these people. And that's just being straight up honest with you. I don't go and try to figure it out. That's why it's decentralized. But many of them don't hold that many either. So it's not like it's massive. Then we have 241 wallets that are holding between 992, MoveQuest down to 100. You can see right here, it's 76,000. And then we've got 3,046 wallet holders who hold 23,060. So the wallets above that are holding a little bit more, you've got to pretty much assume that those people who spend money have an understanding of, they didn't just buy that real quick to sell it real quick. So they did it really for the long-term vision that they see with the project. So to me, none of this doesn't scream anything horrible. And honestly, you guys, you've been in so many other projects, they would have already had millions upon millions of tokens in circulation before this 30 days, where we're at right now. So it's pretty healthy in that relation. But this is what I'm just giving you guys some background here, what's going on currently, okay, with the holders. So when you come over here and you look at these first four, I'm going to start with the calculator, and I'm going to make this available here, if not today, tomorrow. Only change the fields that are in green. So you're going to want to get the current MoveQuest market value. That's what you put there. You can get that on Duck Screener or wherever you want to, whatever you like using. So it's at actually 8908. I'm going to just use the figures I have, so I don't have to change anything because I have limited amount of time right now. The MoveQuest distribution is 2,500. So I did look at how many miners do we have in circulation right now. I'll give you guys a little glimpse of that as well. Whereas 13,611 miners that are currently mining in the mining dock. 4,457 of those are Omegas. Okay. So that means we've removed a lot of miners from circulation. I'm trying to remember what we had. There's a lot, but you got to remember all of them have been evolved up. And so they've been removed from circulation. Basically, I guess you could take 4,457 times that by 6. And that's how many miners have been removed from circulation from the amount that's been minted so far when you go look at the virtual activity device contract. And then these are the ones that are mining, but they haven't evolved yet. Okay. When the last round closed on September 3rd, we had 2,329 wallets that were submitting. On the 4th, it's 2,353. And then for yesterday, it's up to 1,701. So I'm assuming it's going to be higher than the 2353 because we were increasing every day. All right, so back over here to the spreadsheet. This is just giving you some details in case you guys are like interested or curious as to where we're at right now. So basically it all boils down to there's 13,000 plus miners that are mining. The max amount of each one in the mining docks is here, and we've got 2,329 wallets that are currently doing the submissions. Now, we were talking earlier, what's that sweet, we're at a pretty stable level where, now the ecosystem pretty much kind of takes over and we're not worried about the massive community growth per se. Of course, we're always going to be building a community, but it's that cute, pretty, comfortable number is roughly about 15,000. So at the current level that we're growing right now, we should level out pretty well where the submissions and claims and the challenges will pretty much be providing a lot of liquidity. Okay, which I'm going to use that in another Zoom because that's a whole nother different dynamic of numbers. I always get off track, guys. You guys know that when it comes to this stuff. Let me just stick to the spreadsheet. Okay. So what I did was I gave you the link to this, not this one. I guess it's this one right here. Okay, right here. There's a link there so you guys can easily come and get this. It's something you have to change every day. The global shares, you find that in the GetFit Mining app. So when you go to where your earnings are and you submit, tap on history at the bottom and get the global mining shares for that day. All right, so then you would type those in here. And it will calculate what each share is worth per MoveQuest. And how many shares did you mine? Okay, so when you submitted, you would type those shares in there. Then what it's going to do is it's going to give you an approximate MoveQuest that you would have mined for that day that ended. Don't do it on the days that are still in process. Do it on the day that's no longer processing that's final. It's going to give you your daily mining value. It's going to give you your weekly mining value, your monthly mining value based on this current market value. Now to determine the amount, this is all about what can you sell. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes, you're good, Lynette.
Yes,
Okay, good. I just seen there wasn't a green thing around my screen. Like, oh my God, maybe I'm not sharing it. All right. So then what you want to do, and this is, okay, so those of you who are holding tokens, if you want to know what's your fair share that you can sell that's not going to do anything to the pool. The pool is young, right? It's only a little over 30 days. We started mining we listed on July 22nd, started mining on the 1st. So we're just a little over a month. So for those of you that, you don't want to just go sell everything, what can you do? It's going to keep your tokens that you're holding stable and growing, but still be able to cash out some of your MoveQuest if you want to do so. So what you would do is you come down to this part right here where it says the buy volume and the sell volume. And so you put in the buy volume, you put in the sell volume. Obviously, if the sell volume is higher than the buy volume, you shouldn't be selling anything. But if the buy volume is higher than the sell volume, it's going to give you that difference. Okay, this is what's basically considered that's a positive to that pool that day. There were more buys than there are sells. So there, without even really interfering with any of the liquidity, that 162,000 is there. This is the maximum MoveQuest supply. So you're going to need all these fields to get to where I'm going. Now you're going to put in you'll come back to this contract that I gave you, and you'll put in what amount of MoveQuest is in the vault. There it is. And then I've given you the contract addresses, what they end in, so that you can find them easily. The vault ends in this. The airdrop is this one right here. So it's got the 47,000 MoveQuest, and those go out 2,500 per day. So it'll be 3 weeks before those would actually be in circulation. So they're really not in circulation. They're in a contract, which is why they're in this section. Then the pool is down here. It's only got 21,575, which is right there. And then the evolution contract, it's stocking up on that MoveQuest for future liquidity. So it's it doesn't, not always does it inject liquidity when it buys. It stores it up because think about this. If the token hits $100 today, let's say it bought 100 MoveQuest for $100. If it has that MoveQuest in holding and MoveQuest hits $200, it only take half of that MoveQuest at the $200 level. So it's actually able to increase the liquidity by 2. So anyway, lots of, mechanics and dynamics that go into all of the numbers here, but that is what is for future liquidity. And right now, like if somebody wanted to come and buy that, it would cost them over 25 million. So that kind of gives you an idea as to buying it low and then projecting it into liquidity, what it would cost. So at today's market value to buy those would cost over 25 million. So it's a big boost to the pool. Then you want to know, this just adds it up. These are all the contract holders. So right now there's 20,741,191 MoveQuest in contracts. Okay, those aren't, they're not being sold. Okay, this MoveQuest not being sold at this point. It can be purchased from the pool, but then it would just, minimize the number that's here. And then what it's telling you is how many MoveQuests are actually in wallet holders. So currently there's 258,809 MoveQuest in people's wallets that are holding them. So once you've filled all of that out and you've got those numbers there, you would put down the amount of MoveQuest that you hold. Okay, because it takes all of these figures. Let's say somebody has 3,000 MoveQuests that they're holding. With today's, current buy and sell market, that person who holds 3,000 could fairly, that would be their share of the pool without affecting it, could sell 21 MoveQuest and they could cash out 1,877 and it wouldn't affect the pool or, make the price drop. So that's what I was sharing with you guys. So like that one wallet that's got the 10,000, for example, you can play with different numbers on here. They could easily sell $6,259 worth of their MoveQuest and it wouldn't affect the pool, 70 of those. But if they were to sell 10,000 of them, obviously it would affect the pool, but not in a drastic way because evolution just comes back in and corrects it. But this is a way for you to be able to build up that wealth value of the tokens that you're holding and still be able to cash out some without doing anything to the pool, if that makes sense to what I'm saying. So somebody has 10,000 tokens and they need to sell them, all the more power to you. You know what I mean? This is my mindset. I would love to see people sell them when the price is lower than to see it when the price is higher, if they're going to sell off like that. But none of these, I don't think that wallet's even sold a single MoveQuest. So that's how I kind of look at that. Like we know that's a long-term holder, whoever it is. It's not me. I don't own half of that. So, and I created this thing. So that tells you I'm not the highest earner in this project. But anyway, does that explain kind of how to figure out what would be your fair share? Like today, at today's current market value, buy and sell volume, if I had 100 MoveQuest tokens, my fair share based on the size of the community, and since this is a community-driven project and we're all, moving towards the same goal, this just kind of gives you a way to gauge what if you wanted to cash out some of your MoveQuest and you really didn't need the money for anything, what would be that fair share for you to do? But if you're somebody who's got bills to pay, I mean, this is a solid project. So cashing out is not, as you see, that's not, it's not harmed us at all. Okay, just so you guys know, this project is so strong, literally the way it's been created. I was very careful when I created this, but you can see on average, I mean, people are selling $100,000 to $250,000 a day of their MoveQuest. And I mean, it's just a straight shot up. I don't know if any of you have ever seen candlesticks like this before in any project. I never have. This is the only one I've ever seen do this. But with that being said, Herschel, I'm probably going to let you guys go because I actually have to walk out the door in like 6 minutes.
Okay.
Unless somebody's got a quick question or two, if there's something I didn't explain that somebody needs me to explain quickly. Did that all make sense though, what I did?
No, and we realize that you do have to go, but just for clarification, because you did say it, but just because we're getting multiple questions about the same thing, this calculator will be able to be released or posted by when?
I'm gonna see first if they can get it on the website, so we can just go to the website and they can use it right there on the site. But if not, then what I'll do is I'll make it available in Excel and numbers. So people who have a PC will be able to do it. Well, I'll have the file made available on the website either today or tomorrow morning, but you'll get it very soon.
Perfect. Perfect.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we greatly appreciate your time. Go ahead and keep doing what you do to keep this continuing to happen, and we'll see you next time.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Thank you, Lynette.
Yep,
Appreciate
yep.
it.
All right.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah, man. Who does this? Who gives you the do y'all understand what she just gave us? Like she just saying, here's a calculator so you could actually sell, but just do it in a way to benefit you and the community and the project
At the same time.
at the same time. Bro,
Beautiful.
people, my friends, movers, what? This is incredible. Yeah, it's incredible. Again, running out of words. It's unheard of. It is. But, there's always one.
Absolutely.
There's
Absolutely.
always one. So,
all right. So, like always, everyone, if you have any questions, please raise your hand. We will have to end this call today by about 1:55. I'm sorry, 2:55. So, if you have questions, go ahead and raise your hands, and let's see if we can go ahead and get through them. But crawl into wealth. Go right ahead, sir.
Hey, hi guys. Thank you for everything, and that was an awesome presentation by Lynette. I have two quick issues that I'm having problems with.
Right.
One has to do with I'm trying to swap in MetaMask, right? My AVAX to the MQT token, but I'm not seeing it.
Can you share your screen?
Sure.
Go ahead and share your screen. Just for those of you that may not know, and we'll see what his situation is, I do know that there was a period of time yesterday where there was some issues, I believe some updates taking place with MetaMask that did not allow that to happen. However, there's always a way to do it by going directly to Uniswap where the token is listed. But go ahead. Oh, if you're not able to, let me make sure you can share your screen. So,
yeah, I just posted a link in chat as well, Herschel, from yesterday that
okay.
Brian Rhodes made, and it had a lot of success. People really appreciated the video. It's there. A crawl into wealth. It's right there in the chat. That may help you. But go ahead, Herschel.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead, crawl into wealth and share your screen, and we can.
I'm trying to. Can you see it? I'm trying to share it.
Not yet.
No.
Hmm.
And yes, Ms. Williams, you're correct. I have had several people that I've seen successfully be able to do it today as if it was back up and running as normal. So you're on I can't remember. You're on the Android or iPhone, sir?
I'm on an Android, so I hit
tap share at the bottom of the screen, then
correct.
select screen. And it may or may not ask you to scroll down and choose the app that you want to share, which would be Zoom.
Yeah, so I hit screen, it says start recording or casting with Zoom.
Yes.
So I hit start now.
Correct.
And it brings up appear on top, always
Yes,
display.
appear on top, yes.
Okay. So that's on. It's not happening. But anyway, okay, that's why I would find. I didn't know that was an issue because what happened? I'm already in the system, but when I got in the system, I did use Uniswap, so I
Yes.
just wanted to increase my MQT because I already have it. Everything. I already did the mining section. Not the mining, the docking, everything like that. So that was one issue. The other issue that I have is I just bought a watch, right? Yesterday, which of course, I already reached out to support earlier before this call, so I don't know if you'll be able to help me with that. But they told me to get back with them in about like 30 minutes.
Yes.
It's because the watch I have is the 7. It's the Samsung Galaxy 7.
Okay.
So, but it's not connecting in the setting. When I go into the setting, I can see it. It is not. It's not populating.
What you have a Samsung Galaxy 7 watch. What phone do you have and how old is it?
I have the Samsung. I think it's SE24.
Okay, so
The
you got a later, so
SE24.
you do have a later model phone. So it should connect. I would recommend go ahead and go back to customer support because they actually see and work with those different devices every day. They probably
Correct.
told you to come back in 30 minutes, probably because of just the volume that they were having come through. But I would go back to them. May have to be a little patient and give them some time to get online with you, but they will be able to help you get that ironed out.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
All right, John Wolf.
All right. Mr.
John
Wolf,
Wolf, you're up,
right ahead,
sir.
sir. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. We clicked both at the same time. I'm sorry. Come on back on, Mr. Wolf.
Herschel, how you doing? Thanks for the great presentation.
Yes,
Appreciate you
sir.
guys.
Yes, sir.
Just really quick, if we got somebody that's just kind of getting started and they just kind of jumping in with just to kind of wet their feet, so to speak, and get to 1 to 3 miners just getting going, approximately what are they looking at for submission costs and daily submission costs and claim every 10 days or so?
With 3 minors,
Yeah,
okay, so just so everybody will know, the submission fees are the same regardless of the level of minor that you have. So whether it's 1 minor or 7, the fee for each individual one is going to be about the same. Right now, I'm not sure. I wish Lynette was still with us, Lynette, that. But I know right now, I would say it's probably somewhere between 60 to 80 cents a day. Somewhere in that range would definitely should cover, if you account for that, should cover those estimates
so it's 60 to 80 per
per
minor.
minor. Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All
So if
right.
they
And then
had three, so if they had 3, I would, say, okay, I need $2, 2.50 a day. Then you should be good for, let's say for the next 10 days. So okay, I need to put 20 something dollars in here to know that
right.
yeah.
Okay, great. And then what about claims? Do you know what roughly that is?
The last number that I heard, which was last week, was about $4 and some change. So let's just call it around $5 to claim, which is one
Per
of the reasons why, unless you're a person that needs to gain access to those tokens immediately, it's best to allow them to accrue, at least 10 days or more, because
right.
you can go past the 10-day mark. And just know that the tokens have already been assigned via the smart contract to each of our wallets, so they can't go anywhere else.
Right.
They are yours, and they do maintain their value, no different than if you move them into your wallet. So if you claim one day and you claim each day, now you're paying that $4 to $5 a day to claim. But if you let them build up, it's going to cost the same to do all 10 days that it would have cost to do one.
I got you. And is that $5 when you claim, is that $5 per miner? Or
No,
is
no, that's just for the claim.
just for the claim? Okay, great.
Right. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. All right, Ms. Wood. I'm sorry, Ms. Atwood. Go right ahead.
Hi, thanks, fellas.
Yes,
Yeah, just a couple of questions, really easy ones, I hope. One is how, if you can answer this, how do you know, how does the app know if you're swimming or biking? I think I understand, like with my Apple Watch when I'm doing strength training, and it's been tracking that, but how does it track other things like because I was listening to the call last night and they were talking, you guys were talking about swimming, biking, all kinds of different ways to, does it depend on your minor?
But,
And so that was what I wanted some clarification with.
okay. So to answer your question specifically about how does the app or the device know what activity you're doing, is because when it comes to workouts, we have to tell it what we're doing. So if you're about to go swimming, you will choose swimming workout or swimming activity. If you are weightlifting, you will choose weightlifting. Now, I do know that some devices may automatically, like if you just take off and start walking, some devices will automatically pick up that you're walking and start tracking and that activity. And you just mentioned weightlifting, and I'm going to unmute you just in case you want to reply to some of this. But if you're weightlifting, mine doesn't, I have a Samsung, mine doesn't tell me that I'm weightlifting or what have you. So if yours does, that's good. Then it will let you know that you're weightlifting. But we tell it what we're doing.
I see. So we tell it, so my watch does track when I'm walking, which I'm not doing right now. I think it must track, and I think I set it up that way in the back of the app for weightlifting because it does track that when I do it. But I don't, so you're telling me that in the app there's a way to tell it that I'm going to go on a bike ride, or is that from my phone or from my watch?
Do you have an iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
iPhone. Ken, go ahead. I know you're ready.
Do you have an Apple Watch?
I do. Yep.
Okay. In the watch, there's hundreds of workouts.
Right.
Have you seen that?
I'm looking at it now because I'm on a walk, but
yeah. Okay, no problem.
So
so
no, it's okay.
So the little green man, the top right, you have a little green man. You click him, and literally there's, I mean, A to Z, from fishing to gardening to yoga to running outside or indoor. You select your weightlifting. There's high interval training. There's all kinds of stuff. And you can pretty much, so if you go in there, there'll be weightlifting in there.
Sweet. So then if I set it on that, then it's tracking in the app.
Yeah, it knows exactly from that workout what you're spending, what's possible. It knows, it's technology, right? It reads it. Yeah. So that's how you tell it what you're doing. Yeah, you select what workout it is through the watch.
Got it. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lush 20, long time no hear. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been on vacation in Cape Cod. Okay, a few quick questions. Presentations, are they daily at 12 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Over the last month, yes, we have been having 2 calls a day. This afternoon call is more of a Q&A, training, update, type of a call structure. And then at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, it's been more of an overview. Monday through Friday. That is starting. We're going to kind of change that a little bit to be Monday through Thursday, as far as the night overviews. But we're still going to do the Q&A at 2 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday for the foreseeable future.
Okay, and my next question was submissions. You said it costs the same for one miner. Does that matter if it's a Lenny or an Omega?
Each miner, the submission fee is the same. So,
same.
Right. The designation of the miner doesn't change what the cost to submit for that miner is.
Okay, that's perfect. So if I got new people, I should tell them I can get the Zoom call in the announcements. Is that correct? And send them that link?
That is correct.
That's 9 p.m. at night from Monday to Thursday, as of now.
As of now.
And daily at 2 o'clock is the Q&A for people who are already in it.
Correct. Or that's curious about being in it.
Oh, okay.
If they have questions, we'll try to answer their question.
Okay, great. That's good to know. Okay, thank you very much.
You're
Great
welcome.
to talk to you guys again.
All right.
Crazy how time flies, huh?
Exactly.
It's like,
Joseph
wait a minute.
Whitner, go right ahead, sir.
Hey, Herschel. Hey, Ken. Thanks for doing this again. Good to chat with you all again.
Awesome.
Sir.
So I think we talked last week or so, and I think since then sounds like we got a lot more clarity on the different contracts that Miss Lynette provided and stuff. So I just wanted to say, I think things are definitely tracking there, and appreciate all that. One, two questions that I had was one of the pushback points that I've gotten from, I guess I'll call them experts in the crypto space, but they've been telling me like, hey, this is a zero sum game. There's no product or service here, because you're just working out, and it's like you're not getting anything, but you're in a couple of scenarios are like, while this is growing, yes, you can make your investment back, which I already have, by the way. So in the meantime, while they're arguing with me about this point, this thing is just continuing to grow like a weed. But on the flip side, I am trying to hear them thoughtfully and provide some counsel back to them. So I'm just curious to what your perspective is on that. Them kind of saying, hey, there's no product or service that you're receiving. You're just getting paid to work out, and that's what you're doing anyways. So anyway, that was one of the latest resistance pieces I was hearing.
Okay. So, and again, I could probably come up with a better analogy if I took some time to think about it. That may make a little more sense than what I'm about to say. But I want you to think about the economy, the fiat world that we live in, that we all are familiar with. And I'm gonna narrow this down to a movie theater. You paid to go to the movies, right?
Yep.
When you go to that movie, what is provided to you?
Yep.
An experience,
yep.
right?
Yep.
You go back to the movies again for another experience, right?
Absolutely.
That movie theater makes profit from that experience. They reinvested back into keeping employees there, the building there, the lights on. Advertisers are paying them to shield their next movie that's coming to do what? So they can bring more people back in to do the same thing all over again. It's a circular economic scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are getting an experience. One, there is a product. The product is the miners. A person has to own a miner in order to mine. You play golf, you got to have some golf clubs to play golf. You got to have a ball to play golf. What do you get when you go out there and pay those green fees? An experience. In this particular thing, we are being compensated for, the incentive. We're incentivized to move more. Yes, we get a reward on the backside of it. No different than going to Chuck E. Cheese or anything else to get more coins, more tokens, more. There's value, however, built into that because more people want that same experience. And we benefit from a health perspective and a financial perspective. That's just initial off-the-cuff explanation that I would give or try to relay if I was talking to someone. But I will say this is not going to be for everybody. Some people are going to need more validation. Everybody's not going to jump right away. And Time, however, if we are right, if our thoughts are in line with what this project will and can do long term, then they will come. If we're wrong, then they'll just be right. Or what have you. But time will flesh that out and the activities that are taking place. And I think one of the other elements that's missing now is the fact that this is early in the process. And people have, and when I say the experience, the challenges, the events, and the other elements of the ecosystem that we all won't see until the rebrand takes place. So let's just say over the next 30 to 45 days, there will be more elements to the movie theater, if you will. You go to a movie theater now, you got video games out front, you can go to the bar, you can do, there's other things that drive that will attract people to the ecosystem where they can actually earn without mining at all.
Right.
So when you have that type of environment, it brings people. The next thing that is missing is the reason why we're going on multiple blockchains isn't a quote unquote MQT money grab. The reason why we're going on multiple blockchains is so that anytime you put a large group of people in one spot, that in this case that are engaged in the crypto space, you have an engaged audience in crypto. Other projects that are out there, we've all heard of airdrops, or if you've been in the crypto space for any period of time, you've heard of airdrops. People can go right now with little to no money and complete tasks that are put out by, projects that will give you free tokens for engaging with their project. This ecosystem, this infrastructure has been put in place as an airdrop engine. The reason why we're going on multiple blockchains, yes, we will have our own token on each chain, and each chain, you will have to have miners on that chain to mine on that chain, and each chain will have its own separate liquidity pool. But we're on those chains because other projects will want access to our crypto engaged community, at which time they will then airdrop their tokens into a wallet, like the spreadsheet that Lynette was sharing a few minutes ago. Now we're adding another line item or 2 or 10 from other projects that are saying, wait a minute, they got 100,000 people over there. We want them to know about and see about our project as well. That's how, quote unquote, advertising is going to look in the
Yeah, I
crypto
completely
space.
agree with you, Sarah. Thank you.
That's how crypto is going to look. I mean, advertising is going to look in the crypto space. So now with the same physical activity that we're going out now and earning MQT, we will be mining tokens on different blockchains with the same physical activity. So why does it have to be other chains? Because if they're operating, for example, on the Polygon blockchain, that's what their project is. They can't airdrop those tokens to us over here on the Avalanche chain. Won't work cross chain. So we have to be structured or positioned on the chain that the projects are on in order for them to be able to airdrop them in. So there's additional value as this grows. And it may take some of that in order to attract some people to the ecosystem, but it doesn't change the overall dynamics. There is a product and there is a service that is actually being provided with this platform. And we're not investing, we're actually acquiring a digital asset that allows us access to earn digital rewards with our physical activity.
super helpful. And I watched the webinar last night. I think there was the mention by Miss Lynette on the next chains. I think that was like Base, Arbitrum, and one other. Can't recall the other name, but I know she said they were gonna space it out a little bit more, but has she alluded to, or has there been any word of when the next chain is coming out?
There's no official date as of right now. I'm hoping that it won't be before the end of this year. I'm hoping that, we start out, next year that way. So I personally, this is just me, this is not her, but I would just say probably first quarter of next year before we actually start adding additional chains. Not saying it couldn't happen before then, but I see the momentum and growth and the education and the new stuff that's rolling out with the rebrand and getting acclimated to the challenges and the leasing and all of that kind of stuff that we're working with right now. It's already September the 6th. It will be, Thanksgiving and Christmas will be right here or whatever. And I doubt if anything will happen during the holiday.
Yeah. This one's kind of I think a more subjective question, but curious to your guys' thoughts with it anyways. So I have 3 fully loaded like 7 Omegas currently. And I got in a couple weeks ago, so I've already just for anybody that's newer to this to hear, I've been able to fully, repay my first set of Omegas. My second one is just about there. And the third one is probably, will be there in about a week's time, if not less. So obviously really exciting. I'm curious, like what your guys' thoughts are on like growing it from here. So I'm going to get another one, but part of me doesn't like I could do it just with MQT tokens, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm given the price action we're seeing. So as far as that goes, like and I'm sure you guys thought about some of this and growing multiples as well. But any thoughts you guys have on how you think about that?
Welcome to gamification.
Yeah.
Strategy. I mean, everybody's in a different situation, and there's multiple elements that come into play. Hard to say. So no.
Yeah. All right. Kind of a silly question, but
no, it's not a silly question, and I understand why you want that answer, but I can't. This one I just can't give.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks again, guys.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, and I believe Korea was up and dropped down, so I'm going to go to her then, Mr. Robinson. Go right ahead, ma'am.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time out to assist me. I have not been getting my sleep calculated, and I was on yesterday. I'll be limited on what I could do because I do ride share, so I was more listening than
you have an Android?
I wanted to. So I have an iPhone.
You have an iPhone, and you're not tracking your sleep? You're
correct. I don't have the watch. That's coming. That's definitely coming. But
okay. Can you? Are you in a position where you can share your screen?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, let me see. Share screen. Start broadcast. Okay. Where was I at? Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay, maybe go to GetFit.
Go to click settings at the bottom. You can slide my picture out the way. Go to settings at the bottom. And everything's on the phone. So go to Apple Health. And then let's say go to browse in the bottom right corner. Click on sleep. Should be sleep. Scroll up. Click on sleep. And then set up sleep. Get started. Make sure that's set to every day. Click next. You can enable or skip this. It doesn't matter on that. You can skip that. And click done. All right. So your sleep should be set up.
Oh, that's all it took? Pretty much.
If it's not there, shoot me a direct message in Telegram or what have you tomorrow. If it's not, if you wake up in the morning and your sleep is not showing, then we can go deeper. But yeah, you didn't have sleep set up.
Okay. Okay, how is the miles and all that calculated? Like, cause it seemed like it don't be really getting nowhere, but I drive, so it's like
you're not going to get miles from driving. You're going to get miles from moving physically.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
and it probably would pick up better if I had to watch, huh?
It would. You get some of that arm movement and things like that. So now every time you drop somebody off, get out and run around the car 5 times and get back in.
Okay.
Not joking.
By the end of the day, you'll have your steps
in.
So is it based on like me moving the phone or?
Yes, your phone moving with you. Or when you take steps, you have your phone in your hand or your phone in your pocket or what have you, and you're walking, it will track your steps.
Okay, and then for this one app, for the workouts, that don't probably kick in until
on an iPhone, you cannot start a workout without a peripheral device, a watch or tracker of some sort. Android you can, iPhone you cannot.
Okay. Got it. So
I guess my question for you is, are you in the market for a watch?
Yeah,
yeah.
I would like to get one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just need to hear you say yes, because we're finding we're finding great deals on Amazon, swapper.com.
Really?
Facebook. Yeah. Under 150 for, refurbished or minimally used watches. No one wants to pay retail, right? So we make moves and make it happen, and we find deals like this for right under $200 for mint condition to good in condition. You get it. It's brand new. Make sure the battery is sufficient, maybe over 80% because it has been used. But that's how we're getting multiple bands, and people are getting in the game, is finding the deals out there. So we have some different links and things that we can share with you for iPhone if you need in the all iPhone, I guess it's called the Apple room in the Telegram. There's a lot of conversation there about where to get devices and stuff. But yeah, you definitely want to do that. Yeah, because workouts is crucial. You definitely need to do that.
Okay, that's good. And I don't know if there's multiple groups in the Telegram, because I joined this one. Let me pull this up, and I don't know if this one is real.
No, not that.
Is this one real?
No.
No. Go to the MoveQuest one at the top.
Because I just joined that one.
No, you can go ahead and delete that altogether. Yeah. That is a scam site.
Yeah, delete
9
that.
times out of 10, just delete them from your Telegram.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll delete that one. They said that it was available. What did it say?
No.
Spammer said it was available on.
No. Just get out of there.
That's somebody trying to get you.
Yep. I'm glad you saw that. Delete.
Right.
Outside of that one group, and this is for those that may be listening that are new. No one in the crypto space that's been around for a while knows that. Everybody knows that you never accept or respond to a message that is a direct message that is sent to you in Telegram. If anybody needs to contact you or communicate with you, they would do it in the official group itself. and or potentially ask permission to contact you or ask you to contact them, but they will do it in a public format. And typically you would know the reason why before doing so. So all the messages that come through, the requests, the updates, the hello, the, how's this project working for you, this MoveQuest, all that, just block and delete.
That's it.
Really
Don't even
important.
entertain it.
Don't even entertain it, because those are people that play the game by the numbers. They send that out to 10, 20,000 people a day. It only takes 2 or 3 people responding. They engage, they lead you down a path to steal from you. That is crypto. So it is the Wild Wild West in that regard. But if you just ignore it, stick to the official sources, you'll be fine.
That's good.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, let us know if your sleep doesn't report, and we'll make sure we get you straight.
Okay, and what is the main app that people use for to cash out? Like once it goes to the MetaMask wallet. There's an app.
Yeah.
So there isn't a main one. There's plenty of them out there. That would be one I'd prefer to have a direct discussion with.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm just coming on board to.
Gotcha.
But I do catch on pretty quick, once I.
Congratulations. Congrats. Glad to have
Yeah,
you.
because I was originally with GFAM. So
okay. Well,
there you
I'm
go.
pretty much yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get back in the game now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, keep mining over there too. But
okay.
All right. We're glad
Thank
to
you,
have you
guys.
back. All right.
All right.